Hey guys, it's been raining around here for the last couple of days and everything is soaking wet. You can see how muddy everything is, and all the wood around here appears to be soaked. But that's not necessarily the case, and you can still get a fire going even if it's been raining for days, and that's what I wanted to show you today. So here's a great place to find some dry materials to get a fire going. I found this tree that's fallen over and has been decaying for years probably. But if you look right inside here, there are all kinds of dry materials that can be used. So I'm just gonna grab some of this. And hopefully not get bit by a critter. And the search goes on. Another fallen log has provided some shelter against the rain. You can tell right inside there where the dirt is dry and where it's wet. So grab a few things from underneath there. Some of these tiny little twigs will absolutely be great for getting a fire started. And once we get those started, we can use that heat to dry out other materials. Here's another great resource that I found. This old dead tree has all of this bark on it that's just ready to peel off. And it's got this nice punky wood on the underneath side. Now some of that should take a spark pretty well and provide me a dry space to get the fire going. Okay, so I've got my dry materials collected here, and I think I will take some of this punky dust and stuff from this rotten wood on the underneath side of this bark and just break some of that up and sprinkle it onto my tinder bundle here. And let's see if we can get the tinder bundle into a flame. Stabilize that a little bit more before I start whacking at it with the ferro rod. As you can see, this wood is soaked, but I've got a pretty good little fire going right now. So I'm just gonna start putting some of this wet wood around the edges of the fire and give it a chance to dry out real good. Now that fire is burning hot enough now I can start just putting the wet wood right on top, as long as it's not too big and I don't suffocate the fire. I'm starting to get bold here and put some bigger pieces right on top of the fire. I think it's going hot enough that these size pieces will have enough time to dry out and catch fire, but I'm gonna keep building it up so I can eventually get to the point where I'm burning logs that are gonna last for a while in this fire. I'm pretty confident now that I got a good fire going and it's gonna stay going, but I was starting to put too much of the big pieces that were just sopping wet on top. So I decided to put a few more of the small pieces in before I layer the next level of big logs on. So I've gone ahead and added some bigger logs on. I think we're gonna be doing good. They are drying out quickly. You can see, it's hard to tell the difference between the smoke and the steam, but there's both coming off of those. So they're drying out, and I think that this campfire can go on as long as I keep feeding it wood. And even if it started raining a little bit, as long as I kept it going, I think those coals and that fire is hot enough to keep on going. So I've got some good sized logs on here now, and they're drying out and they're burning good. So hopefully this video has showed you that a little bit of rain shouldn't put a damper on your camping trip.